today's message. Many of you out there are on a mission to level up, to become that first person in your family to do something that's truly amazing. Maybe achieve financial freedom, maybe walk away from your 9 to 5. I don't know, but everyone has a definition of success in their heads for what they deem successful. But in your quest for that, you're going to hear chitter chatter from family, friends, maybe even associates. There's one thing you have to remember, and this will carry you through. Sometimes people invent stories to make themselves feel comfortable because they can't handle you. Chew on that. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. And in this episode, guys, I'm going to talk about Casper. And I know it's not Friday. I've been talking about Casper every Friday, at least for the last couple of weeks. But I want to talk about Casper because I want you guys, I'm about to show you why, undoubtedly, Casper is that one. It's my Bitcoin, but could be yours too. And I'm going to show you why in this video. I'm paying attention to something. You know, guys, I'm always zooming out. I'm up on Saturn somewhere looking down like, oh. Yeah, that you thought I didn't see that move. Yeah, I'm about to show you guys something that's going to blow you away. And in this, my effort, I'm trying to get you to think outside the box and ask the question, but why? So this is going to be a good one, whether you hold Casper or not. This is big. This is really big. But let me stop. Let's talk. Guys, this is your first time here to Grow Rich, Grow Happy. My name is Mr. Foresight, and my whole reason for being here is to help you better your life and your situation and help you reach some of those goals that a lot of people in your very circle just are not supportive. So we do that here by examining crypto like we're going to do today with Kaspa that are still, they're making money and they're up under the radar. But I'm going to show you some things on how you look at projects that are forward moving rather than something that's just here temporarily. Yeah. And this video is all about that we're talking about today. Guys, this sounds like a channel that you can rock with by all means. Come as you are. Give me a smash on that like button, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss these videos, but make sure you sub before you hit that bell. And if you find anything in this video that is of value to you or someone else, make sure that you share it with them. Also, guys, get you a cold storage wallet down below, because if I'm right, and I do believe I am, if I'm right, Casper is going to be so valuable here in the future, guys, and you do not want to make a mistake and leave it on the centralized exchange. Get you a cold storage wallet. Here I deal with Tangem. There's others out there, but I can only tell you about Tangem because it's what I hold my crypto on. I've never had an issue with it. No one in this community has either. And yeah, I got a 10% discount down below that's yours, and you're welcome to it. And just know that your 10% is going to support this channel and all the work we do behind the scenes and up front. Now, let's chat a little bit. Okay, guys, so Grayscale. We're going to talk about Grayscale because Grayscale at one time had Casper under review or under consideration for one of those assets that they could add to one of their funds or just add to one of their assets that people could invest in. Now, a lot of those that aren't really crypto savvy tend to go with ETFs. Now, I think you guys should know by now, but in case we got a novice out there, know that there's a big difference between investing in maybe a Grayscale ETF or something like that, or something that BlackRock put out. You're investing in a Bitcoin ETF, but you don't actually own that asset. There was no ETF or anything like that that will ever be bigger than the actual asset. So I always try to tell people, if you can, go through the time that it takes to actually own the asset. So that is important, especially when we're dealing with Casper, because I'm about to show you something that kind of pissed me off. But then I said, no, don't let it make you angry. Step back and see what the bigger picture is here and why they are hiding Casper from the public. We're about to examine this, guys. You guys are going to love this. You're going to love it. So check this out. All right. So I'm over here, guys. Assets under consideration. I'm on Grayscale. Assets under consideration in current products. Grayscale. Now, for those of you new, let me tell you who they are. As a leading crypto-focused asset manager, yes, they are, introducing investors to a diverse array of investable digital assets is an important part of our mission. And accordingly, we're excited to share this list of assets under consideration for inclusion in future Grayscale investment products, along with an up-to-date list of assets that are already part of our product family. Both lists are grouped accordingly to our Grayscale crypto sectors framework, which we have designed to help set a standard for organizing the crypto asset class. Now you hear that and you say, oh wow, these guys are for the people, right? So these are the ones, assets under consideration. This lists digital assets not currently included in a Grayscale investment product, but identified by our team as a possible candidates for inclusion in a future product. Now, so this tells you that these guys, they get around and they say, okay, what are some things out here that is of value? Now, you guys know I don't talk about meme coins and different things over here. I did at one point way back in the beginning before I woke up. Let me show you something, guys. So we're going to come down here and you say, okay, what do we have? Grayscale crypto sector. But what we're looking at is right here. Assets under consideration. Guys, they're lying to us. They're lying. Listen. So you say, what are they looking at? Aptos, Arbitrum. Okay, you go down here, Aerodrome and all of this. Yeah, you see all these. These are ones that got utility. You go down here. Oh, they go Plum Network. So you come down here and you say consumer and culture includes crypto assets that support consumption-centric activities across a variety of goods and services. Basic attention token, blah, blah, blah. But you see what's under consideration right here. And you see Bonk. And I said, you have got to be kidding me. They actually put a meme coin under consideration right here. Now, one could say, well, they have Doge, but Doge is a different type of meme coin. It's different. I believe there is some utility coming to it. Could be wrong, I don't know. But I'm more concerned with this. And they at one time they had Kaspa on this list and they removed it and everybody was feeling down and everything. And a lot of us out here, Casper warriors and the knights, we was like, nah, I'm not listening to them. These are the same people, not them exactly, but the powers that be that told us that Bitcoin is a scam. It's used for money, laundering money and drugs and deceit. So you really expect me to think that the powers that be is going to tell you what to invest in, especially now that they're investing in all of this? Hell no. So we're going to go over here. Why am I doing this? Because it's fun. So you look at Bonk. They said Bonk, right? So I said, of course, they're looking at the hot tokens, right? So I went down on the list. And by the way, I'm on CoinGecko. The reason I'm on CoinGecko, because I trust them. So I'm going to come down and I'm looking at the list and you see these. So I said, okay, of course, I'm going to come to Bonk before I come to Casper, because that would make more sense to me. But of course, I didn't. And I see, okay, where are you at? Oh, there go Casper right there, number 56. Okay, I said, all right, so let's come down here. I said, of course I should have came to Bonk already. So I come down here and I say, Bonk is number 76. So I said, I don't get it. So I click on here and I say, okay, what's their market cap? Their market cap, they're headed toward 2 billion, but they got a ways to go before they hit a 2 billion market cap. So, and then number 77, according to this right here. So I said, okay, so let's go up and let's see what's the deal. What's the deal? I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And I click on here. And I said, let's look at their market cap. And I said, okay, so it's not a market cap thing, obviously. Obviously, right? Look at the supply. Low supply. That'll be circulating here soon, right? So I'm going to go back. I'm come down again. I'm going to look here. I said, look at this max. Look at this supply. Just out there. Guys, I just don't do it. So I look at that and I say, okay, what do we have coming up for Casper? What do we have? we have on the 31st, just 11 days from now. I want to say 11 days from now. What's today's date? Just 11 days from now, guys, Kaspa is going to have smart contracts, and you don't expect an explosion right then, but they're going to be building upon it, and it's just going to be that much more valuable, at least to me. Of course, this is not entertainment advice. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I want you, everything you know now about meme coins versus utility type tokens, versus a movement versus something that's just here for a moment. They actually considering bonk over Casper. That doesn't bother me one bit. It tells me that I'm just talking about me, I'm going to buy more Casper, because I'd be damn, I fall for that lie twice about Bitcoin. Not that I fell for it before, but I know a few people out there did. They listened to the Larry Finks and all of them, and the Jamie Dimon saying, no one's interested in Bitcoin. None of our people are interested in Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure that's probably what someone like these guys are saying to Grayscale. Nobody's interested in Casper. Don't nobody want Casper. Casper is not going to be here tomorrow. Remember, I've shown you guys some history on Casper, guys. I've shown you where it come from. I've shown you that it really isn't supposed to be here, but the Bitcoin core team, they kind of rubbed Jonathan Sampolinsky and Zohar the wrong way, and bam, now you have a competitor. It's not a competitor per se, it's there. But anyway, I digress. Let's just say this, guys. How mad would you be that Casper is now like 8 cents? If a couple years from now they come out and Grayscale end up backtracking and say, oh, let's make a fund, and then next thing you know, there's a Casper ETF, and next thing you know, the world is talking about Casper, and you fell for the okie doke because they are lying to us, guys. I think that is a blatant slap in the face. But then again, I said no, it's just strategy. We would, as Grayscale, would consider something like a meme coin that to me is just useless. Yeah, it's like a slot machine. You might make some money today or tomorrow, but it's not something I would go to sleep on and say, put it in my wallet and say, yeah, I'm stored that away for a couple years, or there's 3 or 4 years. Casper, just remember what I said, guys. And I think this just is more blatant why investors should be holding Casper. But again, not financial advice. You guys let me know down below. What do you think? This your boy. I'm out.